Good morning, student. This is your class 8 math book. Now we are continue chapter 8. So, comparing quantity. So, first we know about some important fact and formulas of this chapter. So, student, this is very important to solve the exercise or questions. So, here's mostly formulas. So, questions are based on these formulas. If you not learn and not understood these formulas, you can't solve any question. So now first we discuss some formulas, know about that. First is discount, D. So it is the reduction or rebate given on the mark price articles. It can be found by subtracting sale price from the mark price of the articles. So student, first what is discount and mark price? So discount, when we are going to market and get some प्राइस ले सम डिस्काउंट मीन्स कोई भी मार्केट, जब हम मार्केट जाते हैं और किसी भी चीज़ पर MRP होती है मान लो 100 रुपीज़, देन वी गेट दैट थिंग्स 90 रुपीज़ और हमें वो 90 रुपीज़ में मिल जाती है. सो दे आर 10 रुपीज़ डिस्काउंट, यानी जो उस चीज़ की कॉस्ट होती है उससे वो कुछ कम रेट में हमें मिल जाती है. तो सो वो हमें क्या मिल जाता है, उसको डिस्काउंट. सो डिस्काउंट किस पर मिलता है? मार्क प्राइस पर. मार्क प्राइस में जो उस थिंग पर, जो उस आर्टिकल पर मार्क जो है उस पर इंडिकेट रहते हैं. सो डिस्काउंट, हाउ टू फाइंड डिस्काउंट? डिस्काउंट इक्वल टू MP माइनस SP. MP मीन्स मार्क प्राइस, SP में सेल प्राइस. सेल प्राइस में जो हम जिस रेट पर हम कोई भी सामान लेते हैं. नाउ डिस्काउंट रेट, द रिडक्शन एक्सप्रेस्ड इन टर्म of percentage of the mark price is called discount rate or discount percentage. So the percentage reduction expressed in term. So जो भी डिस्काउंट होता है वो परसेंटेज में फाइंड करते हैं. डिस्काउंट इक्वल टू डिस्काउंट परसेंटेज ऑफ MP मीन्स मार्क प्राइस. नेक्स्ट इज सेल प्राइस, SP. सेल प्राइस SP. It is the price of an articles payable after deducting the discount from of MP. So then we get that price on any article, any things, that is sale price. Then we subtract the discount from mark price. जब भी कोई भी डिस्काउंट जो हमें मिलता है वो मार्क प्राइस में से माइनस कर देते हैं, that is वो क्या हो जाता है उसका SP, सेल प्राइस. So SP is equal to MP minus D. Then SP is equal to 100 minus D percent में discount percent upon 100 multiply MP. So if mark price is given and discount percent is given, then we find the SP. And if mark price and discount are given, then we can find the sale price SP. So if here is only discount given and here is discount percentage given, so in both condition we can find the SP, sale price. Now we find the mark price. If the sale price is given and discount percentage are given, that we find the mark price MP. MP is equal to 100 upon 100 minus discount percent multiply SP. SP means sale price, MP means mark price, CP means cost price. Now next is successive discount. What is the successive discount? If two or more discount are allowed on the same articles after the other, then such discount are called successive discount. अगर सेम किसी आर्टिकल पर 2 और 3 यानी कंटिन्यू 2 और 3 डिस्काउंट दी हों, जैसे सपोज मोस्टली 1 डिस्काउंट गिवन होता है बट 2, सपोज 20% discount of anything, then after we use any other card, any other things, so 2%, 3% discount, many more get. So that are called successive discount. In such a case we have D1, D2, D3 and any other discount. So SP is equal to, now we find the given there are 3 different discount and mark price. So we find the SP, sale price. So 100 minus D1 percentage upon 100, 100 minus D2 upon D2 percentage upon 100, 100 minus D3 percentage upon 100. Now we can find the mark price if sale price is given and 2 or 3 discount are given. So mark price is equal to SP 100 upon 100 minus D1 percentage, 100 upon 100 minus D2 percentage, 100 upon 100 minus D3 percentage, where D1 percentage, D2 percentage, D3 percentage are successive discount on an articles. Now next is value added tax, VAT. So now the new VAT of new tax of GST. So before GST, so VAT is included. So it is tax which is charges from customers at a specified ratio on the sale price of the items. So कोई भी चीज़ हम परचेस करते हैं, कोई भी थिंग, तो उस पर टैक्स पेवर होता है. सो वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स. प्रीवियसली वैट वाज कॉल्ड सेल टैक्स, यानी पहले वैट को क्या कहते हैं, सेल टैक्स. नाउ वी नो अबाउट द GST. सो इट इज़ लाइकली टू बी रिप्लेस शॉर्टली लेस्ड बाय अ न्यू टैक्स. सो इसको रिप्लेस कर दिया वैट को GST से, एक न्यू टैक्स से, कॉल्ड गुड्स एंड सर्विस. सो GST मीन्स गुड एंड सर्विस टैक्स. सो स्टूडेंट, हियर इज द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ GST. GST means goods and service tax. So across the country, whole country. Now the next is compound interest, CI. CI is the short form of compound interest. So it is interest calculated on the previous year amount. So जो लास्ट ईयर अमाउंट होता है, पुराना अमाउंट होता है, उस पर कैलकुलेट होता है. सो अमाउंट इज इक्वल टू P plus I. So when we find the compound interest, the answer will get in amount. So to find the amount, we add principal plus interest. जो भी इंटरेस्ट उसको प्रिंसिपल में ऐड कर दो, then it is equal to amount. Now conversion period. So it is the time period after which the interest is added each time to form a new principal. Because when there are 3 year compound interest, so in first year compound interest will be add into principal. So in second year there are new principal, that after 2 year the new compound interest we will add into amount. So they are next, after 2 year they are new principal, so compound interest we will add to previous principal. So it may be annually or half yearly or quarterly. So we have to find the compound interest annually, half yearly or quarterly. Annually complete year, half yearly 6 months, and quarterly for 3 months. When interest is compounded annually, so there is a formula. With the help of this formula we have to find the so many questions in the coming worksheet. So amount is equal to P1 plus R upon 100 N is equal to T, time. So P is equal to principal, R is equal to rate percent of interest per annum, and N is equal to time period or number of years. So many students ask, sir, why we do not here N to T? क्योंकि यहाँ टाइम होता है तो T क्यों नहीं करते हैं, N क्यों करते हैं? So the full form of N is number of years or times. Both are same. You can use any symbol, N or T. When interest is compounded half yearly, so it is A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 200 की power 2n, because we divide by rate by 2 and multiply by 2 to time. So R upon 2 is 100 multiplied 2 is 200. So R upon 2 is half yearly rate of interest and 2n is number of half year. Now CI compound interest formula, CI is equal to A minus P. So CI is equal to P. We can find the direct CI with formula P 1 plus R upon 100 की power n minus 1. So mostly we use this formula to annually, this is half yearly, and for quarterly we multiply by 4n and 400 upon 400. equal r upon 4. Now the next is application of CI's formula, compound interest formula. The amount formula of compound interest can be applied to any of the following situations. So there are different situations in questions of compound interest. So increase and decrease in population. So when the populations are increased and decreased, growth and decay of bacteria, and appreciation and डिप्रिसिएशन इन द वैल्यू ऑफ आइटम मीन्स कि किसी वो वैल्यू आइटम की वैल्यू बढ़ गई उसकी कॉस्ट या फिर कम हो गई है. सो टू फाइंड दैट कंडीशंस एक्स एन इक्वल टू x0 1 प्लस और माइनस इफ द ग्रोथ इज प्लस एंड डिके या डिक्रीज फॉर माइनस. सो r अपॉन 100 की पावर n. x0 is original value, xn final value, increase upon decrease after a n unit of time. n is equal to number of unit of time or constant rate. So remark, plus sign indicate increase, growth and appreciation, and minus sign indicate decrease, decay and depreciation. So student, these are the formulas and some important fact of related to this chapter. Now you must read and learn formula, understood every formula to solve the questions. Without this formula we can't solve the questions. So remember it and do your study carefully. Thank you.